We still got a few more days to slay. It's gonna get so much louder.
Hi, my name is Adam Fox, head coach here at Kazakhstan Top Team Jiu Jitsu. I'm from Portland, Oregon, United States on the West Coast. Been living in Kazakhstan for a little over a year now, working with many schools around the country. I think we have about 11 locations open now in Kazakhstan. We run jiu-jitsu training, grappling training, a little bit of wrestling, and our main goal is to compete in tournaments and raise the level of jiu-jitsu in Kazakhstan as a whole. I've been traveling the world for 4 years now, been to almost 40 countries. What brought me to Kazakhstan is I was looking for a jiu-jitsu job and I got hired to go to India, but the plane ticket situation just wasn't working out. So every time they said they sent me a plane ticket, they kind of pushed it back a week and another week. So I had these plans to go to South America. But then my friends from India told me about a job they heard about in Kazakhstan. And honestly, I didn't know where Kazakhstan was. I had to look that one up. But I applied for the job and I talked with a couple of the guys here. And we felt that it'd be a good decision if I came over for 3 months on a trial basis, see if they like my coaching style, if I like Kazakhstan. And so they sent me a plane ticket, which surprised me. I was like meeting guys on the internet, which sounds kind of weird. But yeah, they sent me the plane ticket. I got on a plane and I think like 36 hours later I was here. And it's been a really good experience. Like I said, I was supposed to stay for 3 months, and I've been here for 14 months now. Really fall in love with Almaty and Kazakhstan more and more every day. Mostly the people. Everyone's really nice, really polite, and there's a lot of potential here. I've been treated well, and yeah, I'm loving Almaty, so I'm going to stay for another year. I'm from Portland, Oregon, which is West Coast. A lot of people don't know where that is, so a lot of times I end up saying California because we're just north of California. Not quite as warm, but we do have hot summers, cold winters. And my favorite thing about my state is we have the ocean, followed by the forest, followed by the city, then we have big mountains, and on the other side of the mountains we have desert. So within 3 to 4 hours driving, you can see basically every climate on Earth. If you want to snowboard, you can snowboard year-round. You want to swim in the ocean or surf, you can do that all year. Really beautiful city, always green, lakes everywhere, rivers running right through the city, waterfalls. The difference, I guess, between where I'm from and where I'm at now, it's definitely going to be the weather, the altitude. I was a bit surprised when I got to Kazakhstan. It was late in the year, and in one day it just snowed 1 meter, and it just never went away. And I'd never seen snow like that before in my life, so that was a little hard to get used to. But when the snow went away and summer came, Almaty really comes to life because all the trees bloom, it's green everywhere, the sun is shining, people are out walking everywhere. So I think in summer, my home in America and my home here have a lot in common, but the winter here would definitely kick the crap out of the American winter.
So can you show us some cool stunts?
Yeah, I can't show really any jiu-jitsu without a partner. Unlike other martial arts, you have to have a partner to train. And that's the cool thing about jiu-jitsu is there's never really any angry people here or bad people, because bad people just don't last. If you have a bad attitude, then people aren't going to want to train with you. And if you don't have anyone to train with you, then you can't learn jiu-jitsu. So it kind of breeds out like bad attitudes, and only the good guys stay. You know, you have to have, good heart, good spirit. And every jiu-jitsu gym I've ever been to around the world, I can just walk into any gym and immediately have 20 to 25 new friends, which is what happened here in Kazakhstan. Walked onto the mats, 30 new friends that I'd never met before. Yeah, it's cool. It's a good community, jiu-jitsu. How I spend my time in Almaty. For the first, 6 to 8 months, I really didn't do much. I didn't speak the language, still don't, but I'm taking classes now and I'm trying real hard to learn Russian. But it was kind of isolating with all this snow, kind of living a little ways outside the city, not having a lot of people to talk to. Of course, I had my students and classmates and stuff like that, but when you talk about jiu-jitsu all day at work, you kind of don't want to talk about it after work. And Kazakhstan has a real thirst for jiu-jitsu, and people are really excited about it. So even when we go out to dinner, they want to talk about jiu-jitsu, and sometimes just like, come on guys, like anything else. But I've moved into the city now, and I've, over the last year met quite a few people from outside the gym who have been really nice enough to show me all kinds of the city. Like I've got to go up to the mountains, Taos Spa, Chimbaluk, Medale, just riding around on bikes with some people. It's been really nice, and we're back to winter again. Summer's over, and I myself, I like beer, I like whiskey, so the pub is a good spot for me. Go listen to some music and talk with some friends and get some good food and some good drinks. It's a really good time. Does alcohol mess around with the training? It's a good question. Not if you're not drinking while you're training. So I should definitely try to keep the two separate. Make it home early enough if I have class the next day. Be really responsible about that. Because I just always think if my students are going to show up, then I need to show up. So never really do anything the night before that's going to prohibit me from getting to class. But everything in moderation. You can't do jiu-jitsu 24 hours a day. You can't drink 24 hours a day. I mean, I tried a couple times, but it's not good for you. So, for me, jiu-jitsu should be fun. Life should be fun. So, yeah, everything in moderation. So some of my favorite foods here, basically anything that's spicy, I really like. I like that Kazakhstan does have a lot of meat. Shashlik, plov is really good. Good chicken here, a lot of different spices. The one thing that was a shock for me was horse meat. It's like you had mentioned, horses in America is like pet. It's like a family member. Like never even thought about eating a horse. But when I got here, I tried. Of course, because you have to get into the culture, try the food, try and speak the language and such. But yeah, it's got a different flavor for me. I guess I didn't grow up on it, and I can smell it when it's cooking, and it's not my favorite. And I tried some horse milk. Again, really not for me. But I love how much Kazakh people love it, because every single place I go, I've been to like 4 or 5 cities here, and I say, I've tried horse, I really don't want to try it again. But they're like, no, this is my horse, you haven't tried that. The horse in Almaty is no good. October horse is the best horse. So then of course I have to try October horse, and then I get to a trowel, same thing. Oh, October horse, no good. This horse is best. But after about the 4th time, I was like, guys, I've tried all kinds of horse. I can't try any more horse. Plus Kazakhstan has so much good food, so like, why focus on one little thing? I started jiu-jitsu when I was 15 years old, so almost 21 years ago now. Honestly, I was in school all the time and I had a really big mouth, but I just couldn't fight. So I would be talking to the bigger kids and then get in a fight and they'd beat me up. And after about a year of that, I just, I said no more. And I was lucky enough to be walking past the first jiu-jitsu school in my state. And I walked in, and my instructor, Keith Christie at the time, sat me down and gave me a lesson in jiu-jitsu. And from the very first day, I was hooked. So hooked, in fact, that I took it upon myself to go to the gym, because I asked my father if I could go, and he said, told me no, didn't really have the money for it at the time. So the second day when I went back, I spoke to my instructor and asked him, is there anything I could do to like maybe work for the gym fee? And he took pity on me. He told me, yeah, you can absolutely come, but you have to come every day, and you have to clean the mats and clean up after everybody, after every class. Which didn't sound like such a hard thing, but the first class of the day was the kids class, and I was a kid. So right when I'd get out of school, I'd get on a bus and I'd ride into the city, which took about an hour. And when I'd get there, I'd do class with my friends, and that was about an hour and a half class. And then I would have to wait for 2 more classes, the teenagers class and then the adults class to finish. So I'd be sitting there for 3 hours, doing my homework, watching jiu-jitsu. And when everybody was done at the end of the night and the lights were off, I'd clean the mats and pick up everybody's stuff. And it went on like that for, until about the time I was 20, and I had to get really into university and take a break from jiu-jitsu.
Oh,
day. Why do I feel like I linger? Linger between the words to say the words to remember. Now we're here to take control over your body and over your soul. We're gonna take back everything and lose it all. Lose it all. Lose it all. Feel it in your arms, feel it in your legs, feel it on your fingertips and feel it in your head. Just let your body go, just let your body go, just let your body go and move to the rhythm.
I'm gonna shrimp and scoot, okay? Or you can even do it from this position, right? What I'm looking for is just to start to elevate this leg again, right? So we have our very simple sweep from here, okay? That everybody knows. Well, look, I'm gonna use that to go straight into my leg lock on the other side. Okay?
Продолжаем разбирать позиции с халгарда. Вспоминаем детали, получается. Вы не даете противнику зажать вас, отталкиваетесь от него, засовываете ногу в баттерфляй гард. И, конечно, идеальный вариант это взять его андерхук и под за пояс.
Okay, so again, not letting this guy get too close to me, okay? Shrimp out, get my push in here, start moving. And my leg always goes under my leg for this, okay? I see some people try to go, look, if he's up, some people try to go over the top. It's too difficult, okay? My leg goes under my leg. You go here to put tension on the leg, all right? Okay, later on, we're going to start working our X guard from here. Okay, or a stand-up position. But now, yeah, so you start standing up, and I start working my X guard leg attacks. Right? Okay, but just for the purpose of, so he doesn't stand up, or he's not. Look, if he's got a belt, I grab. If not, pants, right? And I need to be close to him here, because I need his weight. If I'm out here and I pull, he flattens me, right? Okay, I need to have some framing here. Boom, so as I come, I control his weight, okay? The leg lifts up, hip goes under here, boom, right? And immediately my foot's gonna come over, start for my leg attacks, whatever leg attack you like on this side, okay? I like from here because usually they roll, right? He starts to turn out of the heel hook, right? He goes this way, boom, and then just go right into like the deepest knee bar there is, right? Close it. I'll put my knee here, right? So that way I can push it back. Right up here.